Here's our relationship chef with another set of goodies. Please welcome Krista Mellinson, our relationship chef, to the bunch. Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks. How are you guys doing?
We're great. We always look forward to you coming on our Friday episodes because there's so much more than food that we talk about. It's just incentivized with a great recipe. And when I saw this morning, creamy mushroom crostini, two thoughts crossed my head. One, I must give this to Jody. And two, because Jody loves cooking with mushrooms. And whatever she cooks up with mushrooms, I wind up devouring.
Yep.
And secondly, there's a set of pictures that Krista took with her better half in the kitchen, and they're both having a blast. Because there's going to be a set that Jody and I take for Thanksgiving. We took some last year, but we didn't post it, and we did a lot of last minute work before the grandkids came over. But I'll tell you what, I want to hit that part. I want to hit that part of it first because it's the human element that I love about when you bring your recipes and you bring this segment in. The first time I ever had you on the show, you know, you've always been an advocate, Krista, of cooking with your partner.
Absolutely.
And just having fun while doing it. I can't tell you how many times I've had fun with Jody in the kitchen with me. But see, you and Jody do something. Like I'll be cooking something and Jody will just sneak up behind me and give me a kiss and walk off. Mm-hmm. And I can't concentrate.
That's the best part, though, Brian. Yes, that is why we do it.
Yes, it is.
You are not wrong. I can't tell you how many times, you know, me and my better half, we would be cooking up like tacos or something for a sporting event or what have you.
Yep.
And just randomly, we just start kind of goofing off with each other. And then it just transfers into everything else we do that day.
Yep.
There was one Sunday, one championship Sunday, the Niners were playing the Eagles and the Chiefs were playing the Bengals. Woke up that morning and Jody said, you know what you need to cook for us today for the football games? I said, what's that? She just says, I just want some of your best burgers. Mm-hmm. All right. So we ran to Aldi, picked up the supplies, and it got close to kickoff. And, you know, I start getting prepared. I get the pan out and everything like that. And Jody just walked up behind me, embraced me, and she says, the only thing you're missing is an apron. I said, baby, I'll leave that to you. She says, you know, I'll find you an apron. I'm like, baby, you find everything. This is the same woman that found this.
Yep.
She found this for me. And as soon as she gave it to me, she says, when I build your new office, that's one of the first things that's going up.
Yep.
But it's just so much fun when you have someone in the kitchen with you. And I start cooking up the burgers that day. And Jody's just been stealing kisses all day. I'm cooking everything up. I'm getting the potatoes ready because I was going to make some sliced potatoes also. And y'all have a knack of doing this, and I adore it immensely. I'm zoned in, okay? And I know your better half has gone through this too. I'm zoned in making the meal. Mm-hmm. Jody just spun me around and laid a kiss on me, and I nearly burned the burgers because I couldn't concentrate for the life of me. And then she just kisses me on the cheek after that, and she goes, "You do have food cooking, you know." Huh? What? Oh no!
Well,
been there, done that.
Phone call. What?
What?
If your partner spins you around and kisses you and you're not distracted, you got a big problem.
You don't have a pulse.
Problem.
If your partner spins you around and kisses you and you don't react, you ain't got a pulse.
100%, right? And that's what it's all about. It's this connection and this love, for sure. And Brian, I'm going to tell you a little secret, a little trade secret, whatever, about the pictures that I posted of Billy and I.
Yeah.
I don't have a photographer, and I am not photogenic, and I am bad at posing for pictures. So it's video, and I pull stills out of the video. And that way it's natural, it's authentic, and there is that love. And it's I go through and go, oh yeah, this is good. Let's take this.
Yep.
Great, do it.
That's what Jody and I do, because I take all the pictures. I take most of the pictures. Okay. Jody takes the pictures. She's my social media mistress when we go on the road, because she took some when we went to Chicago and I did a game at Soldier Field.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I took one when we were in North Carolina. I had just got done fixing chili.
Uh-oh.
It was Thursday night football. And I opened the phone, getting in position, and I tell her to smile, and I look at the picture, and she kissed me.
Yep.
Proper thing.
Exactly. Jody pulled a fast one on me. And I said, what? And she's cracking up. She's gotten back now into whenever I do cook, she'll post a picture of it, and I do the same. And that's when I told her about you. She said, and this is a direct quote from my wife. She says, I want every recipe you snag from Krista, because we're putting it in a book. And when we move into our new place, we're going to try them all. I said, baby, we're going to try some of these before we even move. Absolutely. And I'm making sure I send her this one. Folks, for all the recipes that you missed, go to snowmanmultimedia.net/therelationshipchef. This will be up there. It's called creamy mushroom crostini. It involves 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 clove of garlic, which I love cooking with, 1/4 cup of whipping or whole cream, 2 tablespoons of white wine or chicken broth, and knowing Jody, she'll try both versions of it. A half a teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of chopped fresh parsley, and then 6 slices of baguette, approximately 1/4 inch thick, and some olive oil. I read this. I'm not even going to try to read the steps of this, because Droid already threatened to beat me up because he's hungry. And
I'm glad I ate before coming on the air today.
Yes, I'm glad you read it too, because I send the recipe to the boys before we come on air. And the first time, I'll never forget Shane's reaction. The first time I did this, I sent him the recipe that you sent me. And Shane said, what are you trying to do? I said, what are you talking about? He said, you keep sending me stuff like this. I'm not going to make the show because I'm going to be too busy in the kitchen cooking this stuff.
Right? And I want to hear from everybody when they cook this. I want to hear how everyone does.
Everybody on the crew will get a copy of the recipe. I'll post it on the website as well. It's the relationship chef, Krista Mellinson, joining us every Friday. But I'll say it again. It's not just the cooking part of it. It's the human element part of it. Because the pictures I love, not just the ones you make of the food, but the ones you have with Billy in the kitchen, and you're sneaking a fast one on him. And I could see the look on his face. He's trying to cook something, and you just mosey up behind him and you spin him around and you lay one on him. And I can't tell you how many times Jody has done that to me.
And he's got a big old knife in his hand.
Yes. I did. Listen, I only did that to Jody once. And Jody frightened the daylights out of me and said, hey, I got a knife in my hand. I turned and I cowered like a freshly kicked puppy, as Victor would say. But then she puts the knife down, comes after me, and says, you think you're going to get away from me that easy?
No.
And plants one on me right before I get out of the kitchen.
Just let me tell you, one of my favorite parts of cooking in the kitchen with Billy is the groping. So
there you go.
Look, first place that Jody and I moved in together, we were in Terre Haute. This is how I got the nickname Tall Man. She needed me to reach something off of the top shelf. It was a bag of flour because she was baking. I got the flour, brought it down. She used it, and then she put it back on the counter. And I'm thinking, okay, she's done with it. So I close up the flour, I put it back on the shelf, and just when I'm about to get out of the kitchen to freedom, I hear, I'm not done yet. Oops. But I'll tell you what, when Jody cooks up something, it's gone.
I tell you right now, it's the same way with my better half's Italian sauce.
Oh, you know
I'm
what?
Tell you that right now.
A football snack that Jody makes a lot, and this is going in the book. All right, I'm telling you right now, this is going to go in the book. A football snack that Jody makes up. She makes this big fat cheese ball, especially when the 49ers are playing. She whips that up. I could be in here on a live stream and she'll just calmly, and Victor, you've seen it, calmly put the plate in front of me and go, there you go, honey, and walk off. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute, come back here. And she'll go, you have a game to call. Yeah, and you got a kiss to deliver. Get back here. But the best times when I am on the air, and she did this last year. Jody made some ravioli. She made some ravioli, and the 49ers were playing the Cardinals. And it was just about at the end of the game. You know, Jody had been feeling bad all weekend, but that Sunday she was feeling great. She was up and around. She went and fed the rabbits and did stuff around the house. And I didn't know what she was up to. I did not know what she was up to. She says, what time is your game? I said 3:20. I said 4:25. And who are they playing? They're playing the Cardinals. Okay. I have an idea for dinner. And a wicked smile crossed her face. I'm like, okay, my wife's up to something evil, and I have the feeling I'm gonna love it. So close to the end of the game, she got into the kitchen. I heard her stride into the kitchen, like, she's gonna bring me something good, and I know she is. This woman, who I gave my heart to freely and will do it again and again and again, comes strolling around my right side of my studio and hands me this ginormous plate of ravioli. And I'm drooling. And before I could say a word, she goes, yes, I brought you dinner. And I finished calling the damn game. But yes, I know. It's not like we don't know the 49ers are going to win. So just finish calling the game. But she walks away. Victor's cracking up.
Oh, I'm wheezing at this point.
Victor fell out of his chair, cracking up.
I'm wheezing at this point.
Yep. And before I could say anything else, she comes flying around this again and plants one on me. And she's like, I hope you enjoy your dinner. Oh, you're not fair, Jody. You're not.
Are you getting Super Bowl Sunday when you and I were in the booth?
I got to share this one with Krista. Super Bowl Sunday, Niners are playing the Chiefs. She said, what time are you going on the air with your pregame show? I said, probably 5:00, because we'll have about 90 minutes to cover. Jody didn't even ask me what I wanted for the Super Bowl. She just went in. She said, you need to get the crock pot down. And my spider senses went all the way up. I'm like, crock pot? What the hell is she cooking in a crock pot? Who cares? She's cooking a snack. I get the crock pot down. I'm in here, stream going. Victor's with me. Shane's with me. We got a few other people with me. And Jody walks in with this plate of mushroom-covered meatballs.
Ooh, Swedish meatballs.
Yes.
Yes.
She walked in with this plate or platter of mushroom-covered meatballs. Of course, she gives me a kiss and a little nuzzle, and she goes, enjoy. You know I'm watching the Super Bowl in the other room. Honey, these are mushroom-covered meatballs. I know. They're one of your favorites. I went to a break and I stayed on break for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
To the point where Victor and Shane and everybody else in the chat were going, "Hey, where'd Snowman go?" I came back on and there's like mushroom sauce right over here. Shane's cracking up.
I was like, we're still here. Damn it. What's going on?
Victor said, Snowman got food. I bet you Snowman got food.
Yep.
They didn't see her bring the plate in. They saw her put something in front of me. They didn't see the plate full of meatballs.
Nope.
All I said was, I have to take a break. I went through 2 rounds of meatballs. Jody brought me a third before kickoff.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there going, I'm not going to make it through the first half.
Have to roll
you grabbed more before the third quarter.
Yep.
Right.
Look, 35 minutes for halftime, okay?
Yeah.
We went to halftime. I said I'm going to take an extended break, and we'll come back and we'll get you all the stats for halftime. I get up, I start moving out of here, and Jody halts me. I got you. You go sit down, go to the restroom, do what you have to do. I got you. Jody, what are you doing? She's like, I got you. I went to the restroom, cleaned myself up. I come back. There's not only meatballs in front of me, there's a veggie tray in front of me, and there's a dessert tray in front of me.
Nice. She's trying to fatten you up, Brian.
And
listen, I was down after my cancer surgery. I was down to 208 pounds, and Jody said, "I'm not having it."
How tall are you?
6'5".
Oh shit, that's low. Yeah,
exactly. And I'm up to 270 right now, and I'm holding steady right there. But Jody's cooking. I've adored since day one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She said, I'll never forget her saying to me, "You actually like my cooking? Baby, I'll be fat and happy if you keep cooking like this." She has. God bless that woman.
That's awesome.
And God bless the pictures you take with Billy every time you two are cooking up something in the kitchen. That is one of the aspects I love about having you on and what you share online and that human element, as I said before. That's our relationship chef, Krista Melanson. If you want to find the latest recipe, which is creamy mushroom crostini, go to snowmanmultimedia.net/the relationship chef. It will be up. This segment will be up. And every segment will be cataloged today on the Snowman Multimedia YouTube page. Thank you very much, Krista. We love you very much.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you.